Hello, Yala. Hello. Hi. It is me. Small Town Didi, you're hiding on the internet. We are back. Thank you all so much for coming back to listen to what I have to say. Anyway, let's get into it. There's a silent pandemic in Mzansi. It is killing us softly in the worst way possible. I was on the blogs, and there's a story that wasn't really picked up as much as other stories were. I was on E-News Mzansi in particular, and they were talking about the beef between the sangomas, your gogos, you all's gogos. Nah, I have a home. I don't feel bad if you don't have one. I'm not like, it's not to shame anybody about anything, but I have elders. If I need to consult with a traditional somebody, I know where to go. I know the channels to follow. You will not find me on the internet. That's the thing. Oh, mama should have never gave you all the internet la embarrasa, what you guys are doing right now. But the sangomas are fighting. In particular, Gogo Skhotheni, Gogo Maweni, and a guy who goes by Umkulu Romeo is the one who was like, I think I'm supposed to say Romeo. Yeah. Jesus, Didi. Who is Umkulu Romeo? Like, what is that? Romeo. Like, Romeo must die. No, I'm not saying that about you. But we're all gonna die. This is the point. Stay on course. Okay. But this guy was complaining. I think he's feeling backstabbed. No, he stated on his Facebook page, he runs a Facebook page called Sangoma Festival, and I think it's an actual event that he hosts, and it looks like, I was on Gogo Skhotheni's page, her and Gogo Maweni are planning a spiritual seminar. So they literally just like bit the idea, like literally took the idea, switched up the name, and try to make like a version that came up with this. But the one has actually worked with Umkulu Romeo, like, or Gogo Skhotheni has worked with this person. So there's all this contention around him feeling like there's an issue. He's saying very valid things, but I feel like he's also just using the concerns that some of us have to elevate his brand, because he's even like, MacG needs to have him on podcast and chill to talk about whatever. That's what sparked this like conversation that we're gonna have, or this opinion that I have. You see, I'm experiencing a lot of conflict over the popularization, I'd say, of traditional healing. It's a double-edged sword for me, because I was exposed to like Western beliefs in the form of Christianity, and on my dad's side we did the traditional stuff. So I've always been like pulled, and like I felt, my parents didn't do that to us, they just allowed us to be whatever, but I always felt like which way to go, and your African side was always so demonized by your Christianity, because Christianity is very judgmental. Like, it's just rooted in judgment. You just judge people. That's what you do with your time and energy. Like, you aren't doing something wrong. Like, that's just what we do. Like, I'm sorry. So you always felt conflicted or ashamed of that part of you, because it's so demonized. Like, it's called evil, all manner of things. So this space of, seeing young sangomas, beautiful looking girls or whatever, coming to the fore and saying, I've got a calling, this is me, this is what I do. It's helped destigmatize to a degree our cultural practices, how open we are about saying that we seek out, spiritual guidance and advice. It's created that space, and for that I'm grateful. But on the flip side of it, the other side of the coin is the consumerization of our customs and practices that I'm having a difficult time wrapping my head around. And I'm like, as an entrepreneur, am I hating? Do you understand? I mean, dude, they sell Bibles, right? Like, I don't know if they turn a profit, but like they sell all manner of like Christian journals and what have you. But there's something about African spirituality in like a broader, I'm gonna use that word because no, it's not a monolith, I understand. But I'm not saying we all consult the same whatever, but there is something bothersome about seeing an aisle ganizams of our way of life. There's something about it that feels disingenuous. There's something about it that feels fake and phony and put on and like this shit don't even work. Like it feels like people are being duped, and the Instagram Gogo baddies are at the forefront of this. I mean, Gogo Skhotheni, for instance, this girl has product line on product line, right? I was reading her lotion, the things that she says it can do, like normal stuff, like remove stretch marks, whatever. And at the end, she put like an extra herb, like ebaro or spice or something. Literally, what the fuck she do? Says there like chases away evil spirits. What she do, girl? Sprinkle some fucking sage. Like spirituality is just such a deeply personal thing. Consulting is such a deeply personal thing that I don't understand how you all are just on the internet trusting your energy and your spirit with perfect strangers who are clearly interested in turning a buck. Like I feel like this brand of sangoma is right next to, it's the same people. They probably go to the same, like they're probably friends. It's the same people as the charismatic pastors, right? They have the ATMs in their church. They are the main ones who package faith and hope, literally in the form of, here is an essential oil. Girl, how is this any, like, it's very, why is it bothering me? Am I the only one bothered? I can't be the only one bothered. And even if you aren't like into the stuff and it's not for you, and you're on maybe the Christian side or whatever, are you not bothered by, there's something about holy water and holy oil, guys. It's right next to the soaps and the whatever. And I'm like, am I being a hater? Probably. I do that well. Am I being a hater because, am I saying this girl should not profit off her calling? Am I saying if she sees a gap in the market, but is everything really for sale? Is it? Gogo Maweni ena. Okay, this is where you guys are gonna have to just take some ownership of some things. You all are embarrassing me once again. Once again, we are back here because you all are embarrassing me. I thought we had this chat. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it a year. I'm gonna give it another year, and by the end of the year, I think we will get it. Umkulu Romeo says on his thing, and I'm not one to make a woman feel bad about relationships not working out, but this point is valid. He's like, this lady couldn't even keep the 2 men she had kids by, and you all want to line up so she can give you things to help you keep yours. I failed maths, like proper school maths, but I do street maths, and it's not adding up. Just saying, I don't get why you all are so obsessed with having a man. You all are resorting to wuloyi to keep a man. She has no brand, this woman, outside of I'm gonna get back at your baby daddy, or like I'm gonna get at the side chick, because that was her other thing that she trained it for before she went on Meiji, that she's gonna help you get at the side chick and stuff, telling you that if you are gonna be raking somebody's home, then you better be ready. So you are prepared to turn into a whole muloi over a man that doesn't know how to keep it in his pants, or she's gonna help you do that. She can't do it. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care how anybody feels about it. I just, no, she's not the one. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And fine, girl, get your coin, get it how you must, nah? But she's just, something is off. And I can't put my finger on it, but for me, she's not for me. Let me not say something is off about this woman. She's not for me. She's not for me. You guys need to stop going to strangers that you found on the internet for spiritual guidance. Go home. And please don't come here and tell me about how you all are Catholic at your house and you don't do this, because lingailwe. There's evidence Kifagana was here. So at some point, somebody did something. If spirituality is what you're trying to pursue, just stop annoying us with the glamorous gogos. Like, just stop, guys. You're being duped. That's all I came down here to say. That I'm bothered that we've decided to package our way of life, and it's not even our way of life. It's like a watered down version, if even that. Guys, Nizam's has an aisle full of stuff. Like, that's all. That is all I came to say. I'm bothered. I hope I'm not reading too much into it, but it just feels, it feels cheap. It feels self-advancing in a way that is going to damage a way of life beyond these, not just them too, but this brand of going about traditional healing. It feels wrong. Yeah, that's all. Please do like, do comment, do share, do subscribe, and drop by again. I promise I'll have something less gloomy next time. I hope. Bye.